welcome back to Earth to Rosita, and if you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel. This is a channel that is mainly focused on vlogs, sit down and talk videos, occasionally kind of it's just basically a random channel that, like, the essence of this channel is basically about me just expressing myself and sharing my life and stuff like that. So yeah, so if you're interested in that kind of content, please hit the subscribe button. But anyway, if you're regular to my channel, I kind of just wanted to use this opportunity to update you guys on what's going on. And it's nothing like dramatic or anything. It's just it's spring and it's summer. Like it feels like summer weather. So whenever this time of the year rolls around, I'm not going to be very consistent with this channel. I'm going to try. I did film another video, like, aside from this one, of just walking around in nature, and that's going to go toward a series that I'm going to be working on this summer. So that's another thing that I do on this channel. Like, this series is going to be called As Earth Changes, and the purpose of this is to just like the title says, is to record places throughout, like some of my favorite places throughout Sydney, Western Sydney specifically, to just show how it's going to change in like 100 years, within 100 years, that kind of thing. Because, like, even within the last 20 years alone, like, all of these areas that I've seen, that I've grown up in, it's changed so much, and it's sad, but it's beautiful. So I really want to take a chance to, you know, like, show these places that are probably not going to be what it looks like now in like 50 years time. Like nature is, unfortunately, I hate to say this, but it seems like it's being erased by houses and buildings and developments and all these other things that are, like, fueled really by capitalism, a capitalistic society. So that's how I see it anyway. I could probably be a little bit ignorant, a little bit dumb, but whatever. At least I acknowledge it, if I am. So that's something I'm going to be working on for this spring/summer. My birthday's coming up in like 2 weeks, so I'm very excited for that. And I booked my Cambodia and Thailand trip. Not Cambodia. The main place I'm going to is going to be Vietnam and Thailand. But I also added in, I'm going to be adding in a mini trip to Cambodia. I didn't even see how close I am to Cambodia. Like, I'm gonna be in Ho Chi Minh City, and from there, 1 second, I need to sip this. I was looking at Google Maps one day, and I saw that I'm like, I don't know, 6 hours bus ride away from the capital of Cambodia. And I was like, is there any way that I can go to Cambodia? Because I've always wanted to, like, visit a temple called Koh Ker Temple, but that's not going to be, I don't think that's going to be on the menu for the 5 days that I'm staying out there. It's just a very short mini trip. I just wanted to get a feel of what Cambodia is like, because that's what I did with Thailand. I went to Thailand just to get my tattoo, my snake tattoo, this tattoo, and I went there to just experience it for like a short amount of time. And I fell in love with it. Like, I only spent like less than 5 days or something there, and I don't know. It felt like a week. It felt like a week. So I fell in love with Thailand, and I want to go back, but I want to go on to a different island. I want to go to Phuket this time instead of Bangkok. So that's gonna be that's already in the works for what's happening next year. And in November, I'm going to be booking my flights to Turkey and maybe Nepal and India as well. I don't know if I'm gonna go to Nepal or India. Comment below Nepal and India if you think that I should go next year. Because honestly, I'm the epitome of Libra moon. I cannot decide. Like, I can do anything that I want to at this point. But I'm indecisive. I'm indecisive. I put out like polls on Twitter and IG on my IG story for people to decide for me. Like, I couldn't even decide if I wanted to go to Cambodia. So I had to like get get my friends on like Instagram to decide for me, and the majority ruled yes, go to Cambodia. And people must think that I'm such a freaking idiot, because like I'm literally putting my life into somebody else's hands. I'm getting other people to make my decisions for me. But yeah, for Vietnam, I'm gonna go to I'm gonna stay in I forgot the first place I'm gonna stay, but I'm gonna visit Hanoi. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Hanoi, Hanoi, and then I'm gonna go to Ninh Bình. And what I'm gonna do there is visit the bears, and I'm gonna focus on meditation and photography and poetry and scenery. I'm staying in kind of like really rural places, so I might not have the best internet, and I'm prepared for that. I don't mind. Okay, I mean, let's be real. I do kind of mind, but I think that the experience is gonna distract me entirely. Like, the places that I'm gonna see, and the people and the beings, the persons that I'm going to spend my time with while I'm in Vietnam is gonna be emotional, I suppose, because I might get myself into a situation where I'm witnessing bear biles instead of rescue bears. I don't know if I'm completely open to that idea just yet. I think it would break my heart a little bit too much, but I feel like I need to do it because I need to document what's happening with bears out in Asian countries and lions and stuff. Not just bears, but like the way that Asia treats animals over there is really sad. It's just really sad, and yeah, I feel like it's very important to document that as a part of my vegan activism that I'm going to be doing next year. Like, I've spoken about this before in previous vlogs, like way earlier this year. I have a documentary idea that I don't want to put out there because I don't want to put it in the universe just yet. I've told some people, and some people, my closest friends know about it, but yeah, like, that's what I'm gonna be doing in Vietnam, and I'm also gonna get a tattoo of bears. Probably, like, I don't know where I'll get it. Maybe on my legs. So that's happening first up, and then I'm going to go to Phuket just to, like, visit a elephant sanctuary. So that's going to be a part of another half of the documentary for vegan activism, is that even bears, some of the most, like, out in the West, bears are so loved out here. Like, elephants. Elephants are so loved out, like, in Australia and, like, places of, like, America and stuff, and it's just, we adore elephants, you know? But in Asian countries, they don't really care. The sacredness of any of these animals, it's not present in Asian countries. And I'm not saying that to bash the culture of Asia, because there's animal exploitation is not just exclusive to Asian countries. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. It's real everywhere. It's just in, I don't know, places like America or Australia or the UK. It's like hidden. It's buried. And like, they've had us brainwashed so much to the point where we just don't think that, like, we treat animals so badly, but we do. It's just it's very hidden, you know, like factory farms, slaughterhouse footage and stuff like that. It's very hidden. And it's hidden for a good freaking reason, because if the general public was exposed to what happens in, like, factory farms and how cruel we are to animals out there, nobody would participate. Nobody would buy animal flesh, aka meat, anymore. People don't even, like, identify with it being called animal flesh or cow's milk or chicken ovulation, you know, like, people call it eggs, meat, milk. We have desensitized ourselves so much, like, desensitized and disconnected ourselves so much so to the point where, like, we don't even know, like, what it is. Like, we know, obviously we know it comes from an animal, but, like, they have conditioned us to just accept it. But I don't think if people saw what they're contributing to, I know most people, if they saw what they're contributing to, they wouldn't contribute to it anymore. And I see this all the time with vegan activism, like Joey Carbstrong and stuff. Like, he goes out there and does street activism, and every single time he shows what's going on in factory farms and stuff like that, and slaughterhouses and all of that jazz, people are shocked. That's the general, response. People don't like seeing it. People get defensive. People kind of get stupid. Their IQ lowers a little bit, because people, I believe, are inherently kind. most people are inherently kind. Vegan rant. Sorry, guys. Sorry, it's the vegan activism in me that just refuses not, like, I don't not want to talk about this, you know? But, yeah, like, okay, so that's what I'm doing. I don't know how this went from where I'm traveling to this, to vegan activism. Sorry, dudes. I'll put the timestamps to skip over this. So yeah, back to my travel plans. My travel plans. Okay, so yeah, I'm also gonna go to Canaan. Oh my god, I screwed this up so bad. I don't even know where I'm going. I'll put the right name of the place that I want to visit somewhere on the screen. When I'm this big idiot, me being the idiot, edits this video. I'm going to K. Let's just say K, because I don't remember if it's Karan or Canaan. I'm pretty sure it's Karan, yeah. Karon. I'm going there because I saw my friend post a photo of like this really beautiful spot that she went to, and I just fell in love with it. And the elephant sanctuary, and I just want to explore Thailand, honestly, and see what it's like and feel the feelings of another country. Like, plus I'm pretty sure that Thailand is like always summery, you know? It's just summer vibes all around. So I'm gonna have a lot of fond memories. But after that, I'm going to go to Turkey. So I'm going there with my sister. I'm paying for her ticket and mine, and I'm paying for half of the accommodation and stuff, and next year also, I'm pretty sure that my sister and my best friend and I are all going to Japan. It's been our teenage dream since 5EVA. Since 5EVA. To go to Japan, you know, together. And ironically enough, like, this COVID situation, this coronavirus, even though, like, on a global scale, it was devastating, it really opened up a lot of doors for me. And it really, like, allowed me to slow down. And, like, I'm not saying that it's been, like, such a fun time for me this entire time. There's been some moments where things haven't been really that great. And there are some moments where things aren't that great. But the good outweighs the bad. Always. I like to focus on the good more than the bad, because that's the more constructive route for me. That's how I've always functioned. It's the Sagittarius Venus, guys. I have been riding the Sagittarius Venus for as long as I can remember. I have been filtering my existence through the energy of Pisces and Sagittarius, and I didn't know it until, like, I started studying astrology more and understanding what energy I'm more in tune with. Like, obviously there are moments where I revert back to, like, my deep dark Scorpio side, but Sagittarius is one of my favorite energies within myself to tap into. And yeah, like, That's why I feel such a kinship with like Pisces, Aries, Virgo, and Gemini, you know? They're all mutable. We all understand each other. And that's why I hate Aquarius and Leo so much. Okay, it's not all the time with Virgo. Virgo can be a little bit annoying for me, but my sister is a Virgo, and like 2 of my good friends are a Virgo. And the guy I like has some Virgo energy, so it's not so bad. You know, it's not so bad. It's just they need to, as long as they're in their higher self instead of like their lower self, because a lower functioning Virgo is freaking annoying. It's freaking annoying. They're judgmental, they criticize you, they think that they know everything when they fucking don't. Yeah. It's like Hermione Granger when she's younger. You know, in the movies, I've never read the stories, I've never read the books, but in the movies, like, you know, how she's so smug and she acts like a bit of a know-it-all. That kind of Virgo is what I can't stand. And unfortunately, there are some adult Virgos who act like child Hermione. And I've unfortunately had to deal with that a lot this year. And I don't mean Virgo sun. I mean Virgo energy people. So don't get it twisted. It's not a generalization on your Virgo sun or star sign. It's like you have to look at the person's chart, y'all. If you don't know that by now, when there's Google right there, astrology is more complex than your horoscope or something. Yeah, so I'm going to Thailand and Vietnam. And don't forget to comment down below if India and Nepal, if you guys want to see some travel vlogs for that too. Comment below so that I know what next trip to organize, so that I can put out some travel vlogs for India. And like this video if you're excited for As Earth Changes series, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and have a lovely day or night. Bye guys.